My name is Jonathan Parks, and welcome to Jonathan's Nature Crafts. I must inform you that I do not live in this house by myself, but live here with other people. Sometimes other members of the household may have to walk through areas where I might be recording with other family members on the phone. If you hear any noise like that, please feel free to disregard. We are doing our best to get noise canceling equipment, which may at least keep you from hearing exactly what is being said. Thank you for considering. Well, for a moment, I decide there's probably a few more steps the cardinal we can take. I mean, like always, this video is going to be uploaded a few weeks after it was recorded, or at least it's going to become public then, but this is just a time when I'll tell you all a little bit of how it's been as of the day I'm recording, that little things have gone on. It's been hot outside. I've been kind of exhausted from work, so hopefully that'll be better by the time you're seeing this video. But I say little work is just kind of making a good little way to us. And so I say just kind of putting the little work inside of all little things. I tell y'all that this is just what it's all going to just come right down to, I say, and just kind of make it so we're going to kind of cut along to make the backs of the wings here and put a little extra place into them where they're going to be a little bit of a kind of work to say that we see in a little time and effort that we make just to have things come and go the right as long way, and just to kind of put little rounding off into the wings and kind of take the bird so it's going to be a fine and dandy little project, I say. Come along to make the wings just so they're going to be a nice little out of this world thing, and kind of get along where this is just kind of how we're just doing the fine little work as it's going to come along to be. So with this little thing, I say put the little wings down to the profit of all things, to work our way down a little chute of progress to see how this is going to turn things all the more out. I say come along, make the birds, so we kind of got little places where we're kind of getting the little chiplins coming to where we see just the little birdie the way it's going to do. I say for this moment we're going to remove from around the back of the corner of the head, kind of come along here and take along where we remove this extra awesome wood from around the face. Take it so it's just going to be nice little work that shall shine a little goodness of ways into the earth that we sit in. And I say, just make it so. This is just one little bird we come to see coming around the tops of the head here. And I say that there's going to be some things that we're going to witness and notice as we come along with a nice little robin bird to tell us all little grace things. I say that it's just kind of like, oh, I say, poor pitiful things. Oh, y'all don't suffer too much. Can't take it anymore. And we all just suffer in life. And we all just take a little things. It's just kind of just what one little work shall enable us to do when we come down to the last bit of a project and take a little step of faith to do the things that we all just do. I tell y'all that one little work shall make its way after another. We're coming along, making a little round top of the head to resemble what a robin should be, and see how with a little work inside, little robin redbreast is coming its own way. I tell y'all that I took a second cardinal out of the oil this morning and kind of put a couple of other things in that I'm making, a couple little ornaments. There's a certain secret as to what those ornaments are for and what they are of, so not really a time right now to get into that. And I say that these are just kind little robins that kind of shine their way right into us. And I tell y'all that just one little shot of a little chip of artwork shall make a little way come in to where we see a little robin bird come right out and kind of just do a little place on the beak, kind of a little place on the chin, place on the eye, and kind of just come up here around the neck like you see we are doing, and get a little extra excess wood removed from along those lines. The project can be great. The project can be good and big and mean, and I say, just kind of seeing how a little grace shall find a way to make its way to us. Birds are just a popular thing like dogs, I say. Sometimes, just sometimes, people get an interest in nature and that's what they see. Pretty soon, we might get around to doing some more videos where we show a little dog carving, but I've done a few of those just kind of in a different way. there's new things we're following now where we start to kind of put videos up by the weeks and by the days, and according to certain little pattern scopes. And I say that this is just one little robin bird that kind of comes quite the ways we see in life and do a little freaking thing just to make a way out of a soul of a bird. Come by, remove and chipping along. Oh, the little wings, I say, of the bird and the robin shall kind of find little grace to go. And I say, just kind of like how this is all for the better, just gonna turn out. And now we're coming along to the top of the head, and hopefully with this one the beak doesn't really get chipped too much like it did with the first one of these I carved, which I didn't do on video, thankfully, because I needed to get my experience with carving the first one before I demonstrated how to carve another one. And with a little patternly work, I say, we got a little project to come out all the good little ways it does. And for this little robin redbreast and all the worms she catches, I say this is just kind of the work we come to have, where it's just kind of little things. There's a time when we've seen the little blue robin eggs outside. All the things we couldn't understand, all the ways as kids we thought we could just put those eggs in incubators or whatever. Just like that was kind of how we did with little duck and chicken eggs in those days when we were kids. And I say for a little work to come this way, we're hammering it down. We've got little gracious gods that show us a kind little mercy and grace for sure. Oh, and I say it's just a milestone in our shoes. It's just a good little thing that makes us all see what we all just want to see. Moving around here, taking on the wings. And like that old song goes, on the wings of love, on the wings of love. To where you're going to see along a little ways how he goes. And we sometimes go over our time limits just a little bit. And I say that we're getting this along, making it the way. A good little project, to heck with that, to burn with that. It's just one of these things where this little brown robin could one day just have the same pattern used with a white wood and be used to make a dove, I say. It's just one little aching project to tell us all how nice a little carving goes and what it's going to be like in the future. Things are going to get done for the better and done for all times, I say. So, little Robin is going to be a little prayer. And by the way, want to thank you all for coming on to watch. It means a lot. Have you all know that you're always welcome to like these videos, subscribe to the channels, and see how far we can make things go. I would appreciate it if you all would share these videos to your social media networks and tell more people about it and help everybody come to know about this ministry. Thank you so much. Thank you for watching. Hope you enjoyed the video. And if you haven't already, please subscribe to the channel. I hope to see you in the next video. Stay tuned.